Hey guys, welcome back. I'm gonna do part 2 of my Beckett Authentication order. These are some of my favorite cards in my collection, at least for my autograph collection. And I had these put back for a long time. I'm just kind of waiting and waiting and waiting to get a special through Beckett in order to send these in. And these aren't in really any specific order, but I'll go ahead and get started. So first up we have this nice Magic Johnson. Now this is a certified pack pulled card. It's going to be out of the 04 SP Authentic Fabrics. This is the gold version out of 50, which Beckett didn't label up here. I actually had a couple issues this order with Beckett. I had a Sonny Jurgensen rookie card that was signed that they forgot to actually seal. So, the case literally comes apart. So I got to send that back. I may send this back to get the gold put up top. I'm not sure on the label. I'm going to see about that as well. There is significant value difference between this and the traditional basic one. So anyway, but this card itself is probably like a PSA 8, 7, somewhere in there, just based on it's a thick card with the, conditions and stuff on it. So I went ahead and just get it authenticated rather than grading, because grading is taking forever right now. And at the time that I sent this out, it was right before SGC was starting their thick card purchase or thick card encapsulations. 71 Nate Archibald rookie card. He has a fantastic signature. This is a PSA 5 crack out. So yeah, awesome card. This is one of my favorite sets in basketball, 71 tops. So I would say this is probably a top 5 card in my collection just because it has a lot of significance to me. But this is the Anthony Hardaway 93 SE Upper Deck die cuts. This set's really cool in general, but man, look at that autograph in blue. I think that came out just amazing. It's a sick card. So got this one signed at a private signing last year with the other Anthony's you've seen in my first video. But yeah, that's just, I love that card. All right, this card, man, this was just a good timing on this card. Unfortunately, we lost Elgin Baylor this past year and had this signed right before he passed. So this is a 61 rookie card from Fleer. Signed, this was a 2.5 SGC crackout. So thought it was a good candidate to get signed, being that it was a 2.5. It still had great eye appeal, just miscut a little bit, but fantastic card. All right. Vince Carter. This is the 98 Topps Chrome rookie card. Signed in black. He kind of signs with whatever he wants, however he wants, but a little harder to see right there. But I am kind of glad he did it off the side right there, so at least you can see it. But it's pretty cool. You can see it a lot better in person than you can on this camera view, but it's a pretty sick card. Values on these, have gone up quite a bit. This was probably a PSA 9 based on top to bottom centering, but really good shape card otherwise. And when I sent this off, it was maybe like an $80 card, and now these cards are pretty significant in price, even raw. And then with the autograph, this is pushing $600 to $800 depending on the day. This is the 03 Net Pro Elite promo version of Roger Federer. So it's like the only tennis card I own, but really wanted an auto of him, and this came through at the right price. I think it's cool that it's the event edition as well, but anyway, pretty cool. Now this is another error from Beckett. So this is a card I had signed at a private signing earlier this year in red. This is the Topps traded Tiffany of Ivan Rodriguez, and you can see up there they don't have the Tiffany. So that's a pretty significant error when you talk about value of the card. I know it's a Tiffany, and everybody else who would purchase it would know it is because of the back and the coloring. But then again, there's a lot of collectors that might not know that, and definitely gonna have to send this one back. This card I was tempted to dual grading on because it is such a nice card. It presents well. It's got great color. Centering is pretty solid. I think this could maybe PSA 10. There's no white on the corners, really, so maybe down the line. But for right now, it was like 15 bucks to slab it, so I did. Another example of a card, this was a PSA 7 crackout. Cracked this out before the hobby took off for a private signing, and the prices on PSA 7s now, I probably would have just kept it and purchased a raw card to get signed, but you know, you can't really go back on these things. So again, Mark Messier, I think he does a good job signing. Doesn't have the greatest signature, but you know, he's at least consistently keeping it on card and things like that. So yeah, cool card. All right, we're getting into some heavy hitter stuff here. Eli Manning, 04 Topps Chrome Refractor signed. Got this through Fanatics. They did a private signing. He does a great job. He uses Sharpie. He won't use your paint pens, or they won't let him use your paint pens. I don't know what it is. But whatever Sharpie he uses is amazing because it's dark blue. It doesn't streak. It's a pretty nice signature overall. So Eli does a good job taking his time too on his signings. So pretty cool. Super stoked to keep this one in the collection. He gets a lot of hate, but this dude was stoic for a long time. And, you know, anytime you can beat Brady in the Super Bowl 2 times, that's a pretty good resume to have. But just love how that card shines. 04 did a good job on the Topps Chrome. Let's go with this one. So this is a Russell Wilson 2012 Topps Chrome Refractor. Again, I bought this on the cheap when these were like 15, 20 bucks. And you can't touch these for now. Then he is fairly expensive to get signed. He only signs, man, maybe a couple times every few years. So if you want him, you got to get him when he's available. And again, I'm sure his cost is going to go way up even compared to what this one was. But signed in the green paint pen, which I think looks awesome with the card. It really ties into the whole Seahawks theme. He does put his sticker at the back, which is pretty cool. Normally, I don't do the Beckett authentication stickers. A lot of the signings I have my cards sent to, but if it's an individual person with a sticker like this one, I'm pretty cool with having that, just because it's specific to him. But yeah, it's a cool card. Big value on this now. All right, the next 4 kind of all relate, so we'll go ahead and go with these. Got a 2001 Topps Chrome, Chad Johnson, signed in orange, obviously. But he's got a kind of a weak signature in total, but you know, it's still a cool card, and he is one of the best receivers, I think, of our generation. He's got to be top 10, somewhere in that ballpark, top 15. He was an amazing, amazing route runner. That's the one thing you can't take away from him. And a competitive athlete. I mean, even with all his showboating, this guy would go out and give it 110% every game. So, you know, props to him. Got the Mike Vick 2001 Topps Chrome, signed in blue Sharpie. This was kind of a last minute send in, one of the first TTMs I did through a private signing. And, you know, I knew I didn't want it. I didn't know if he was going to use the ink or not. So I went ahead and just had it done in blue Sharpie. And I had seen a couple other of his signings with blue Sharpie. If I had to do it over, I would have done like red paint pen, but I just didn't have one available at the time, and I really wanted this card signed when I had it done. So I plan to pick up another one of these and have it signed with either black paint or red paint. I'm not sure yet, or maybe even white. I don't know, something cool to make it pop. But yeah, this is a 2001 Topps Chrome LaDainian Tomlinson. This is really cool. So got this signed in the yellow paint pen. This was a BGS 8 crackout. And I stole this idea from Brian Rice, who you guys might follow. He's got a great TTM and private signing collection as well. And he showed me this with the yellow, and I couldn't resist. I had to do the exact same thing because I just loved the card so much. And yeah, it is cool. I like that. All right. My final card, probably the biggest card in the order, 2001 Topps Chrome Drew Brees, signed in blue paint pen, and Drew does a fantastic job signing. Even in paint, this thing is probably borderline Gem 10 on the auto, which is completely insane. You never see that hardly. But I mean, he crushed it. And that blue, I think, just looks amazing on this card. And this isn't a cheap card, so when I sent this off, I was a little bit nervous. But I'll tell you what, so far, every promoter I've used for these private signings has been fantastic. I do use SCN a lot, and I use Facebook, and I use guys that have been doing this for a while, and guys that have great feedback and word of mouth and things like that. So definitely vet who you're going to use. The majority of guys that you find on the Facebook forums and stuff are usually pretty good guys that have been doing this for a long time, or is trying to at least get their career started in this, so they're hyper vigilant on making sure that they're taking care of your cards and all that kind of good stuff. So just be careful, read through the forums, see what all they've done in the past. That'll give you a good comfort zone of whether you want to send them or not. But man, this came out better than expected. I actually sent this with Tomlinson. They were done, right back to back. So yeah, this was a cool add to the card collection. And anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you like these kind of videos. I've got a lot more to send to BAS to get slabbed, but this was a fun order that's been, out for a little while and on cards that I've been waiting quite a while to get slabbed. So anyway, enjoy. Like I said, collect what you enjoy the hobby, have fun, peace.